Centipedes are fascinating creatures that have been around for hundreds of millions a year. They are known for their many legs and their ability to move quickly through the undergrowth. But what else is there to know about these amazing animals? In this video, we will explore everything from their physical characteristics to their behavior and habitat. We will also discuss the role they play in our ecosystem and how they can sometimes impact us humans. So join us as we learn all about centipedes. Centipedes are a type of arthropod that belongs to the class Chilopoda. The word centipede comes from the Greek words for 100 and foot. However, centipedes do not actually have 100 legs. The number of legs can vary depending on the species, but most centipedes have between 30 and 35 pairs of legs. Centipedes are found throughout the world, and they can live in a variety of habitats, including forests, grasslands, and deserts. They typically prefer moist environments and are often found in leaf litter or under rocks and logs. Centipedes are nocturnal animals, and they spend the day hiding in their burrows or in other protected areas. They are very sensitive to light and will avoid it whenever possible. Centipedes are carnivorous animals, and they typically feed on insects and other small invertebrates. Some larger species may also prey on small vertebrates, such as lizards and mice. Centipedes use their powerful jaws to grab their prey and their venomous claws to paralyze them. They then suck the body fluids out of their victims and digest them externally. Most centipedes are less than 3 inches long, but some species can grow to be over 12 inches long. The largest centipede ever recorded was a giant African centipede that measured more than 26 inches long. Centipedes are not insects, although they are often mistaken for them. Insects have 3 pairs of legs, while centipedes have 1 pair of legs per body segment. Centipedes also have a single pair of antennae, while insects have 2 pairs. Centipedes are predators, and they typically eat other arthropods such as spiders, worms, and insects. Some centipedes are also scavengers and will feed on dead animals. The giant Amazonian bullet ant is one of the few centipedes that is both poisonous and venomous. Its bite can cause paralysis and even death in humans. Centipedes are beneficial to the environment because they help control populations of insects and other pests. They are also a food source for many animals, including birds, reptiles, and mammals. Centipedes can be a nuisance to humans because they can invade our homes and bite us if we are not careful. Their bites can be painful and even dangerous in some cases. However, centipedes are not aggressive animals and will only bite if they feel threatened. We can prevent centipedes from entering our homes by sealing up cracks and crevices and keeping our yards free of debris. If you've ever seen a centipede, then you know just how creepy they can be. With their many legs and creepy crawly bodies, it's no wonder that many people are afraid of these creatures. But despite their scary appearance, centipedes are actually quite interesting and even useful. They are an important part of the ecosystem and can actually help us out in many ways. So let's take a closer look at these amazing animals and see what they can teach us. The most obvious characteristic of a centipede is its many legs. A centipede's body is made up of a head and a trunk, and each segment of the trunk has a pair of legs. This means that a centipede can have anywhere from 30 to 177 pairs of legs, with more pairs of legs on larger centipedes. The number of legs a centipede has is actually one way scientists use to classify different species of centipedes. The legs of a centipede are attached to the sides of its body and are used for walking and running. Each leg has a joint near its base, which allows the leg to bend and move. The joints on a centipede's legs work together to allow the animal to move forward, backward, and sideways. Centipedes can move pretty quickly, and their many legs help them to maneuver through tight spaces. Another distinctive feature of a centipede is its pair of antennae. The antennae are located on the head of the centipede, just behind the mouth. They are used for sensing the environment around the centipede. The antennae are covered with tiny hairs that detect changes in air currents, and they also contain receptors that can sense chemicals in the air. This allows the centipede to respond to changes in its environment and avoid danger. In addition to their many legs and antennae, centipedes also have a pair of eyes on the top of their heads. These eyes are simple eyes, meaning that they cannot form images like our eyes do. Instead, they can only detect changes in light intensity. Despite their poor eyesight, centipedes are able to navigate through their environment using their other senses. Perhaps the most terrifying thing about a centipede is its venomous claws. The claws are located on the first pair of legs and are used for injecting venom into prey. Not all centipedes are venomous, but those that are can deliver a painful sting. The venom of a centipede is used to immobilize its prey, and it can also be used as a defense mechanism against predators. If a centipede feels threatened, it will curl up into a tight ball and raise its venomous claws in defense. Most centipedes are small, with the longest centipede species growing to be about 3.5 inches long. However, there are a few species of centipedes that can grow to be quite large. For example, the giant African centipede can grow to be over 12 inches long. Despite their size, centipedes are relatively lightweight, and their many legs allow them to move through their environment without making much noise. Centipedes are carnivorous, and their diet consists mainly of other arthropods. Some centipedes are generalists, while others specialize in eating certain types of prey. For example, some centipedes are adapted to eat termites, while others specialize in eating roaches. The way a centipede captures its prey depends on its size and the type of prey it is trying to eat. Smaller centipedes often chase down their prey, while larger centipedes are able to ambush their prey. Once a centipede has captured its prey, it uses its venomous claws to inject venom into the animal. The venom immobilizes the prey, and the centipede is then able to eat it. Centipedes play an important role in the ecosystem by helping to control populations of insects and other arthropods. They are also a food source for many animals, including birds, reptiles, and mammals. In addition to their ecological role, centipedes can also be beneficial to humans. As we mentioned earlier, centipedes are predators, and they will often target pests that can be harmful to humans. For example, centipedes can help to reduce the number of cockroaches and termites in a home. They can also be beneficial in gardens, as they will help to control populations of harmful insects. Despite their usefulness, centipedes can sometimes be a nuisance to humans. If they invade our homes, centipedes can bite us if we are not careful. The good news is that centipedes are not aggressive animals and will only bite if they feel threatened. Centipede bites can be painful, but they are usually not dangerous to humans. However, there are a few species of centipedes whose venom is deadly to humans. The most venomous centipede is the giant Amazonian bullet ant. Its bite can cause paralysis and even death. There are several things we can do to prevent centipedes from entering our homes. Sealing up cracks and crevices is important. We can also keep our yards free of debris where centipedes could be hiding. If we do find centipedes in our homes, we can get rid of them by vacuuming them up or by putting them outside. Centipedes are fascinating creatures that have been on Earth for over 300 million years. They are well adapted to their environment and play an important role in the ecosystem. While centipedes can be a nuisance to humans, they are also beneficial in many ways. So next time you see a centipede, remember that it is not just a creepy crawly bug, but an amazing creature that is perfectly adapted to its environment. Now that you know all about centipedes, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Here are some fun facts about centipedes to see if you can tell which ones are true and which ones are false. 1. All centipedes are venomous. 2. Centipedes can only be found in warm climates. 3. Some centipedes are eaten by humans. 4. The world record for the longest centipede is still unknown. 5. A group of centipedes is called a legion. 6. Centipedes can breathe through their skin. 7. The name centipede comes from the Latin word for 100 feet. 8. Centipedes are related to spiders and mites. Now it's time to reveal the answers. 1. True, all centipedes are venomous, but only a few species have venom that is dangerous to humans. 2. False centipedes can be found in a variety of habitats all over the world. 3. True, in some cultures, centipedes are considered a delicacy. 4. False, the world record for the longest centipede is 35 inches. 5. True, a group of centipedes is called a legion. 6. True, centipedes can breathe through their skin as well as through their lungs. 7. False, the name centipede comes from the Greek word for 100 feet. 8. False centipedes are related to millipedes and other arthropods. So how did you do? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos about the natural world. Thanks for watching.